In Soviet Russia, Zac Efron DJs for you. High school music. High school musical.
Big kids, it's time for your
What up, big kids? Here's your big review of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. on Blu-ray DVD combo pack, and We Are Your Friends out on DVD. I want to thank Warner Home Video for sending out both of these. They're both out today. You can buy them on Amazon or at their shop. Link is in the description. I saw Man from U.N.C.L.E. in theaters, so I'll talk about both of these movies. I saw We Are Friends when the DVD was sent, so let's talk about that one first. So, Zac Efron is an aspiring DJ, and he's hanging with a bunch of friends. And I have to say, I really like Zac Efron. I've liked him for a while. You know, loved him in Neighbors, and the guys in here, We Are Your Friends. I have to say, okay, Zac Efron's good. And Wes Bentley, who they have a very Obi-Wan, Luke Skywalker relationship. Like he's, you know, Wes Bentley plays this, you know, DJ was famous, but he's kind of, you know, losing his way. He's selling out, whatever, and he's kind of taking Zac Efron under his wing. And Wes Bentley has a girlfriend played by the gorgeous Emily Ratajkowski. She was in Entourage. Ratajkowski, yeah, she's just gorgeous, and them three are great. Them three are great. Everyone else is like, eh. One thing that's cool if you're a YouTube Vine person, Brittany Forland is in there, and she plays a crazy groupie, and she is hilarious for the short time. And if you're a Walking Dead fan and Punisher fan, John Barenthal plays like a boss of their job, like real estate job. So I thought he was great. He's very, you know, kind of cutthroat, very cool. I really liked him in the role. But the other guys in here, Zac Efron needs some new friends. These are like the friends that it's like are holding you back from really growing up. And this one guy in particular, I forgot who the actor played him. I'm just like, why do you hang out with this dude, man? And the editing is really all over the place. It's like, what is going on? It's like the chain scenes around. The cinematography can be very, very beautiful at times, but like this is the first time director of it's Johnny Weston or whatever, yeah, or no wait, not Johnny Weston. This is Richard Silverman, yeah, or Max. I see, I don't even know. It's first time director, but yeah, I don't know. It felt like it was directed by a bunch of different people. It was just really weird. It really I like the story of what it's trying to do, because I've been there. I've been a musician, not a DJ, but I actually done electronic music before, so this kind of hit home for me. Not being a DJ, but making electronic music and trying it on your own, and you know, playing, you know, shows and booking, and while doing a dead-end job. This is very much more like what I went through versus like, you know, a straight out of Compton, you know, living in, you know, the bad parts of the hood and all that stuff. They just live in the valley. They make the valley out like, you know, oh, living in the valley is so hard, oh my god, even though they have the best sushi and everything. So I thought that was funny. But yeah, and by the way, this movie really likes to show that Zac Efron and Emily Ratajkowski love to make out. So you definitely want to see them tripping balls and making out. That's a big part of this movie. So I thought this movie was alright. If you're, like I said, the three main stars are good in it. It's mostly what you see it kind of parallels what it is to be a musician trying to make it, or a DJ. So that it's not terrible, but it wasn't that great. Or and some the friends in this, like, I don't know, it should have said, you know, trying to be a DJ, the movie. That's what it been, because the friends in there are just like, yeah. So anyway, yeah, and the only special feature is how Zac Efron learned to DJ. Wasn't that hard for him, but it's like a little featurette. It was about like 8 minutes. That's the only special feature, no commentary ever, and this is only out on DVD. So with that said, I give We Are Your Friends like a 2 out of 5. You know, it's not the worst movie ever, but it's definitely very forgettable. It's like I said, if you're only a big fan of Zac Efron, the DJing scene, it kind of shows what it's like to try to make it as a DJ. So it's alright. So now, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I saw this in theaters. This directed by Guy Ritchie. We love Guy Ritchie, you know, especially love what he did with Sherlock Holmes. And this is based on the classic 60s TV show where Napoleon Solo and Ivan Karansky. I always forget how to say his name, but they're played by Henry Cavill, who's known for Superman, and Armie Hammer, the Lone Ranger. So it's pretty much like they were trying to really build for a franchise because just like Casino Royale, how James Bond doesn't really become James Bond till the end. It's like their organization and everything they're doing. It's really them becoming partners on this case, and they're trying to stop like a German scientist and blah blah blah. It's the plot is pretty much what pretty thrown away, but the chemistry with these guys are great. I thought the chemistry was cool. I thought it's funny how Henry Cavill is a Brit and he's voicing and he's playing an American, and Armie Hammer is an American playing a Russian. So I thought that was great. And yeah, so and then Hugh Grant's in here, he's great. There's not enough of him, and the ladies in here, they're amazing. I thought one woman here from Ex Machina is so great, and I thought she was beautiful and badass, and the women here are very strong. I like how they're portrayed, very 60s, very fashionable. The cinematography is great. I really like the look that they're really trying to make a 60s, and the Guy Ritchie action and staples all over here. I wouldn't say it's as good as his other films, especially the Sherlock Holmes films, but I thought Armie Hammer and Henry Cavill did really great, and I don't know if we'll get a sequel, but if this was the only one, I thought it was great seeing them together, and I thought it was pretty enjoyable. We had so many spy movies this year between Kingsman, Spectre, Spy, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation. So I would say it's not the worst. I think it's like I still think Kingsman and Mission Impossible are my favorites. I think this would be right behind, I don't know, maybe Spectre or something like that. So yeah, it's a little bit more funnier. I really like the chemistry. I think this will make you laugh more than like say Spectre and whatnot. So, and then so it looks great on Blu-ray. You get the DVD digital copy. You get a few featurettes, no commentary by Guy Ritchie, which would have been great. But you get about a 9-minute feature about Spy Vision, creating the 60s look, how they were trying to get the fashion and how to make it look like with the cars, and really like even with the gadgets and everything, just really trying to make everything look like how it was trying to be in the 60s TV show. And it's a period piece, and I like the 60s, so I thought it was really great what they were doing, making it look very 60s, especially that's the epitome of all these spy movies with James Bond and whatnot was in the 60s. And then the next one was a Higher Class of Hero. That's about a 7-minute feature talking about the action sequences. They mostly did practical effects, and it was really cool that even a bunch of the actors were really driving those cars for those action sequences. They did some green screen, but mostly was practical, so I thought that was really cool. And the Matisse motorcycle, proper and very British, they talk about the owner of the motorcycle they used in there, so it felt, it's a very classic motorcycle, so yeah, if you're into motorcycles, you'll love that feature. Then a 5-minute feature about the guys from U.N.C.L.E, focus on Henry Cavill and Armie Hammer and how their chemistry was, and filming, and how Armie Hammer loves to make jokes and all that stuff. So I thought that was really funny. And then A Man from Extraordinary Talents. It's about a 3-minute feature focusing on Guy Ritchie, how he was making this movie and everything. And then there are some Uncle's on set spy. It pretty much was the just has little kind of, they feel like deleted scenes / outtakes. They're just like about 4 little features that kind of, like I said, they're kind of in between deleted scenes and like little outtakes. So I thought that was funny, whatever. So yeah, overall, Man from U.N.C.L.E, not the best spy movie we got out this year. If you're a big fan of the 60s, big fan of Henry Cavill, Armie Hammer, definitely recommended. Guy Ritchie especially recommended. Like I said, there's probably better spy movies out there, but it still was enjoyable, and I would probably give it a 3.5 out of 5. Like I said, I really liked the chemistry, good jokes, the women were great, there were some good action scenes, like I said, pretty enjoyable. So Yeah, thank you to Warner Home Videos for sending me out both of these to review. You can buy these at Amazon or at their shop. Link is in the description. And for more, check out my website at seanxlong.com as well as hugenerd.net. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. I'm Sean Long. May I live long and love life. I realized that we had Superman and the Lone Ranger in this movie, and what if they had a DJ off? It'd be like, dun, 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 dun. My cat just jumped on my reviewing station, and then it'd be like, hi, 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 ho, 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 silver, hi, hi, ho, silver, oh, hi, ho. Okay, that's. Han, look what I got. Bookie religions and ancient weapons are no match for